Hello, everybody. I want to welcome you back to the Dynamic Decisions podcast, where we explore the strategies that drive successful decision-making in the world of business. Why? Because the best decisions come from great conversations. I'm your host, Tisha Cable, CEO of C Model Data, and today we have an awesome guest who embodies the art of building lasting partnerships in the software development industry. Her name is Olena. She's the Chief Strategy Officer at MobiDev. She has over 15 years of experience in IT and business development. Since 2007, she's been instrumental in helping MobiDev achieve remarkable milestones. We're talking nearly $100 million in revenue, over 400 plus engineers across 4 countries, and 100% success rate on Upwork, and recognition as the #1 machine learning development company by Clutch in 2021. Under her strategic leadership, MobiDev has built enduring client relationships with over 50% of their clients working with them for more than 8 years. Olena, welcome to the show. I am thrilled to have you here today. Could you start by telling us more about MobiDev and how you've transformed software development partnerships over your extremely impressive tenure?
Oh, thank you, Tisha, for such a warm intro. And Tisha, thanks a lot for having me here. I've been listening to your podcast and I'm enjoying it a lot. So it's my turn to probably share some insights here. Well, I'm working with MobiDev for more than 8 years as of now. And several years ago, I stepped in as a Chief Strategy Officer. And by that time, we actually had a large pivot, if I can say so. We reassembled the products we're offering and the client base that we are targeting to. And it was my main goal to make sure that we hit those new and wonderful goals. And well, here we are. We're moving in the right direction as of now. Like moving to your questions, like how we did that. Curiosity. We love
That's good.
working with with our customers. We love helping them and we are really interested in why they're doing something. So we're looking into different aspects of their business, not only the technical part. Of course, we do that, but that's not the main idea. So we're asking questions, we're offering solutions, and we enjoy doing that. And that's the point of, the mindset. With this mindset in mind, we're hiring people, we're making sure they stay with MobiDev for many years, and that's it. So curiosity mindset.
Let's go. So everyone, curiosity. I agree. I think curiosity is a super important characteristic of a business leader. You want to know more about your customers. You want to know more about your market. You want to know more about the problems that you solve and the solutions that you offer. So I think curiosity is a great recommendation for business leaders. Hey, so you guys, you've been a part of this leadership team that has grown MobiDev to impressive revenue heights. What do you believe is the most critical element for software development companies to succeed in building lasting partnerships, especially when you're competing in AI, AR, IoT, and cloud infrastructure all at the same time?
Well, I'd say that the most difficult thing is to build trust because we're working in the outsourcing market. We have lots of competitors, and that's pretty much obvious. And companies are big and small. And before our customer comes to us, they first need to make a decision whether they're ready to outsource something at all.
Right.
And I'm not just talking about like outsource to us.
That's right. In general, buy versus build. Yeah.
And that's always a trust issue because, for example, when a company or a person, they are not used to outsourcing any of their activities or processes or knowledge, well, they first need to build this strategic decision to move that way. And trust is one of those interesting concepts because you either have it or not. And well, to be honest, I'd say that building trust is the most difficult thing to handle. Yeah.
This is good. So I think that building trust, it goes along with your remarkable ability to maintain your clients. So like your customers that have been working with you for more than 8 years, is an example that you've built a substantial amount of trust with those customers, that they've stayed with you. And then, okay, I don't want to miss this for anybody. 100% success rate on Upwork is like, I mean, I can, especially when you consider the volume that you guys have. I would love for you to talk a little bit about your insights on the importance of aligning strategic vision with your client needs. What type of decisions do you find yourself making that really impact client satisfaction and also helps you to drive that sustainable growth across all of these companies?
Wow, that's a real great question, Tisha. Thank you. I would say that, originally, when MobiDev was founded, we had the, triangle of priorities: delivery, satisfaction, profit, in this exact, sequence. So to make sure that we have happy customers and we reach those like 100% success rate on Upwork and other platforms, we need to make sure that we deliver. So if we're just talking, if we're just like communicating and everything like that, and would not do the actual delivery, customer will not be happy. Even if we talk well, and even if we're friends and everything, no delivery, no happiness.
Come on. Talk good, so what?
Oh, yeah. And then the point of client satisfaction, the second one, usually delivery and satisfaction are tightly connected. And profit is only on the third place. So if you feel that we need to make an extra mile to make something happen, for example, sometimes it happens that we are sure that a certain customer needs a certain service, but they are not ready to accept it yet. We could do this kind of extra mile and add this service for a certain time, for example, free of charge or something like that. And the customer usually is happy with that thing. And if we were thinking about profits only, we would be doing exactly what we are paid for. So delivery, satisfaction, profit. And this is another part of the mindset that we share and we promote in delivery managers and account managers and everything like that.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, for our audience, I want you to think about your own experiences with software development partnerships and client relationships. What decisions have you made that significantly impacted your business relationships or technology adoption? Share your thoughts with us on LinkedIn and other social media using Dynamic Decisions podcast. Okay, let's move a little bit into leadership and strategic innovation. So you're the chief strategy officer. You've got an extensive background in software business development, and you've been at the forefront of MobiDev's evolution, right? You've gone from the development, just a development company, to a full-scale technology partnership leader. What strategies have you deployed to really build the culture of innovation and client centricity, especially when you're managing teams across multiple time zones, you're developing cutting-edge technology? Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, MobiDev initially was built with growth in mind. So we took a lot of strategic decisions to make sure that, first of all, we hire the right people. We're not just hiring people to fill the gap or to allocate on a project as soon as possible. So the first priority is hiring the right people. Then we have implemented a number of traineeship, mentorship programs that make sure that this wonderful newly hired person, that they actually can succeed and they're not just thrown into the water with our idea that they will swim. Now that's not going to happen. So we created a system that helps people grow, and we're really proud of that. And mainly communication and information sharing. That's vital. The point of the topic of data silos is huge now, and I hear it's pretty much everywhere. And to fight this problem, to fight this challenge, we even created our own small LLM model that searched the information on our internal wiki to make sure that everyone can easily access any information without the need to scroll thousands of pages of corporate documentation. So yes, to make sure that we build this customer-centric mode of work, we hire the right people, we help them grow, and we we'll give them instruments to access any necessary information they may need during their work.
What's hard about this process? So, tell me a little bit about some of the challenges and difficulties.
To be honest, when the company is growing, you don't have to make lots of hard decisions. You're just enjoying it. Well, okay, of course, you do make decisions and everything like that. But when the company is growing, everything is good. Yes, and that's the most important part in it, because you need to know the essence of your company. What forms the mindset? What is it exactly? Because, I understand that hiring right people is a buzzword. Everyone says that. But what is right for your company? Which characteristics should be there, and how to make sure that people do not lose those characteristics when they're working on some standard tasks and activities. So I'd say that the main strategic thing is to know the team, know the motivators, and help them reach their own goals while aligning those goals with strategic goals of your company. Because, when the person is not interested in what they're doing, they can do it mechanically. But will they be shown this real client centricity? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, and then it won't go well, and then it doesn't go well for the company. So we really don't want folks who are just sort of pressing buttons, right? Because then they're not going to have care and thought and things like that. So I like this. So we're going to hire the right people. We're going to hire the right people for our company based on our business context. We're going to know who they are. We're going to understand what motivates them. But then when they're doing things, even within their own motivation, we're going to ensure that strategically what they're doing aligns with the overarching company goals. So the complexity in all of that, I believe, would be the human complexity, is that people do what people do. So that makes a lot of sense. Hey, let's jump into my very favorite part of.
I'm afraid of that.
So you've heard the podcast, so you know that I have this part. I've recently made a few adjustments to how it works. So here's what we're going to do. So we are going to explore your decision-making persona. And the way we're going to do it is I'm going to ask you some questions. I'm going to ask you questions through the lens of the different personas. And then you're going to tell me on a scale of 0 to 100% how much the way that I've asked that question actually resonates with how you actually approach your decisions. So you'll get a scale of 0 to 100% for each one, but you only get a total of 100%. And you can give me some insights after each one, like what made you say that kind of stuff, right? So the first one is called the feeler. It's a values-driven leader. So this persona prioritizes alignment with core values and mission, often weighing the human impact and cultural fit of decisions alongside business metrics. The feeler question is, when I'm facing a major partnership or strategic decision, I ask myself, does this align with our mission to help visionaries create software products with ease and joy, enabling them to focus on their business rather than technical complexities? Even if a more profitable engagement might serve larger enterprises, I need to feel confident that we're truly enabling innovation and supporting our clients' success with the care and dedication they deserve. Olena, how much is that for you?
I'd say that it's closer to 100% because I truly believe that if you're not true to your values, nothing good will happen. And usually when you're true to your values, when you make decisions with those in mind, other aspects will also follow. Because, our customers choose us based on values match as one of those great points. So, for example, we cannot reach to our customers saying one thing and then make decisions based on some other. So closer to 100%.
Well, you only get 100% across all four, so you got to pick a percentage for this one. What are you thinking?
Can I hear the remaining questions?
Nope, got to pick something. You need a percentage, and then we'll give you the rest.
Okay, I'll give it 50.
50%. Okay.
And I'll be sharing the remainder between the other.
So remember, you got 50% left for the rest of the 3 questions. Okay, here's the second one. It's called the planner, strategic visionary. So this persona focuses on long-term implications and future-proofing decisions, always thinking several moves ahead and considering multiple scenarios. When I'm making strategic decisions about our technology investments or partnership approaches, I ask myself, what are the long-term implications of this choice for the software development industry, especially for their evolution over the next 5 to 10 years? I need to map out how AI adoption, regulatory changes, and enterprise digital transformation will evolve across industries, ensuring our capabilities and client relationships position us for multiple futures in an increasingly complex technology landscape. How much of you resonates with this way of thinking?
I'd say that it would be 27, more than 25.
Okay. 27%. Keeping track of your 100, okay? All right, so here we go. Here's your next one. Did you want to add a why on that one?
I love organizing different types of strategic sessions to make sure that, certain groups of people making crucial decisions, crucial business decisions, gather together, they analyze what happened previously, and as a result, the plan that we develop. Of course, it will be changed in several months, but the whole exercise of doing the retro, doing the strategizing, doing the brainstorming is highly rewarding. And one of those parts of that strategizing thing is analyzing what could happen, like those plan A, plan B, plan C triggers and everything. So that's, kind of both medical task and very human task. So love it.
Yeah, no, this totally makes sense. And for your role, you would probably love the strategizing part, right? And in the process of strategy, which is kind of what that one's all about. Okay, here's our next one. It's called the counter. It's the challenger of assumptions. So this persona naturally questions conventional wisdom and looks for contrarian opportunities, often finding success by zigging when others zag. When evaluating new technology directions or partnership strategies, I ask myself, what assumptions are we making about software development partnerships that might be fundamentally wrong? What is everyone else in the industry doing that we should question? I tend to dig into why certain client engagement models or technology approaches work a certain way and whether there's a more effective, innovative approach that the industry isn't seeing, especially given our unique position with both deep technical expertise and long-term client relationships. How much of you resonates with that way of thinking?
I'd say it would be, let it be 11. Doing those things and questioning some standard approaches or some standard ways of doing business is really important because lots of competition on the market that we're in. But to be honest, in our board of directors, there are other wonderful people who are questioning everything. So we have this balance to make sure that at least several of us are questioning, several of us are making sure that we're acting within our mission. And there are also wonderful people who calculate everything to make sure that we're in line financially. So only 11, because other people do that better than me.
So what you're highlighting is sometimes balance is not just me personally, but I get to be balanced because of my organizational makeup. And so who am I looking for to lead with me? Right. I want to have all perspectives at the table. That's good. So the very last one is called the data driver. It's the evidence-based decision maker. You kind of started talking about this person a little bit. So this persona relies heavily on metrics, analytics, and concrete evidence to validate decisions, preferring proof over intuition. Before making important decisions about strategic partnerships, technology investments, or market expansion, I ask myself, what does our performance data actually tell us about client satisfaction, project success rates, and technology adoption patterns across our different verticals? I want to see concrete analytics on everything from our 100% Upwork success rate to client retention metrics, project delivery timelines, and technology ROI that can validate or contradict our strategic instincts about where to invest our resources and capabilities next. How much of you?
I have the remainder 12. Yep. And so actually, that is quite accurate because, as our board is balanced, our chief financial officer, Julia, she's perfect in doing that last thing. And she's the exact person that helps us evaluate all of our decisions versus actual, finance, actual possibilities of getting an ROI or everything like that. Though I think that this area of leadership, of experts, is really important to me. I previously occupied the position of head of business, and I was responsible for all the incoming cash flow that hits our account. So if I did not calculate, happiness would not have happened. So do I like it? Not really.
Yeah, which makes sense when you balance it across your feeler perspective. So you're going to be more intuitive and gut instinct, but you have balance in your team. So I've got you at 50% feeler, 27% planner, 11% counter, and 12% data driver. I love that the percentages aren't perfect. That means you really, really thought about it. So that's your persona. So that'll be great and useful for you as you take that to your team. Thank you so much. That was awesome. What did you think about that?
I really love this type of self-evaluating because sometimes when you ask yourself or other people the right questions, those help you reach something new and learn something new about yourself. And I really enjoyed that. Thank you, Tisha.
Thank you. So as we wrap up this conversation, here's my final question for you. So you've helped to scale MobiDev to hundreds in revenue, millions in revenue, right? While building world-class technology partnerships and achieving industry recognition for innovation excellence. If you could give one piece of advice to aspiring leaders in strategic partnerships and technology innovation, particularly in the software development sector, what would it be?
You can gather several strategists, several, chief marketing officers, several interpreters, and ask them this question: which advice would they give? And most probably you'll get a ton of different replies. You'll get, sometimes contradictory replies. And as a leader, you have to accept that no one knows anything for sure. We cannot predict with 100% probability that some strategy will bring the results you expect. We cannot predict if the market accepts the product or service that you're launching. But what I know for sure, as a leader, you can and you should work on increasing the probability of success by any means possible. So you need to do that by talking to different people with different experiences. And that is why I love your podcast. You need to be looking into different things and seeing them, researching, testing. And so you actually should be curious. That's it. That's my main mindset.
That's right. We start and we end with curiosity, and that in itself is insightful advice. So we thank you so much, Olena, for being here. Your expertise in really building successful companies and technology partnerships, innovative solutions is really awesome. And I think our audience will really appreciate hearing from you. Can you share with our listeners where they can learn more about you and more about MobiDev?
Everyone, thanks a lot for listening to this podcast. I was a bit nervous, but I truly hope that you enjoyed it. You're welcome to have a look at my LinkedIn. I post there from time to time. I personally love what I'm writing, so I hope that you'll enjoy it as well. And for MobiDev, we'll be in June in Barcelona, and we'll be in September in New York and Chicago for large industry conventions. So if you feel like meeting me or some other members of our team, you're welcome to drop me a line and I'll make that happen.
Fantastic. And to our listeners, thank you for tuning in. Remember, the best decisions come from great conversations. If you've enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, rate it, share it with your network. Let's keep the conversation going on social media using Dynamic Decisions Podcast. And until next time, keep questioning, keep growing, and keep leading with purpose.